Hey folks, Sinow here. Welcome back to another episode of Slay the Spire Ascension mode. We're going to do one more Ironclad run to get him up to level 7, and then I'm probably going to play the Silent next time. We did quite well last time. Some nice Metallicized and Orichalcum combos going out. Ascension mode 6 means that you start each run damaged, but it's only really 8 HP. It's not a big problem. So we actually have some very nice starting choices here. How's our map looking? Let's have a look, shall we? So we can get some campfire. 2, 3 campfires basically in a row right there. And then an elite. And if we're doing well, we can maybe do the second elite. If not, take the easier route. So that would be a route that has a lot of upgrading, but maybe not many cards added to the deck. Bear that in mind. Let's lose all the gold to choose a rare card. None of these are the best, I would say. I'll take feed. An early feed could be quite nice though. Fingers crossed I actually get to use it a lot. Not much else I could do really on that turn. Sometimes you just don't get anything. You draw all your defense one turn and then all your attacks the next. And then you wonder to yourself, why does this game hate me? Good question. There's not much point in me attacking here, so I might as well just fully block. I've been doing very well in my series so far. I've only had one loss, which I uploaded. I wasn't sure if people really wanted to see me losing. But I figure at the moment, I'm not really losing very much, which is nice. But on later runs, it might take me a couple of tries to get through a fight. Or get through like an Ascension 12 or something. So I figure later on I might want to show my attempts. If I get to the 3rd zone, perhaps I'll upload that as an attempt. I don't really want any of these cards, to be honest with you. Sentinel's nice if you go for exhaust. But I don't... I suppose feed exhaust as well. I could try and build it to more of an exhaust archetype here, but that's a bit of a gamble that I've just done there, to be honest with you. I can upgrade a card in my deck for free. We're about to get a lot of upgrades though, so I think maybe a remove would be better. At this juncture even. Because we're about to get so many campfires in a row that I've actually got what I need. So let's defend and bash here. This guy's gonna die next turn pretty much regardless of what we do. Strike you once and then double block. Only because, well, I can only use feed once, right? And either I feed on him or I feed on him. So let's just get rid of you while we have the chance. And I'll strike to weaken him and wait a turn patiently. There we go. There's another feed already. 2 for 2. Keep track, folks. See how many I can get. Exhaust a card. If it was a status of curse, you deal 10 damage to all enemies. I've had Immolate work out surprisingly well in the past because there's quite a lot of fights in this game that like to shuffle status cards into your deck. But it works a bit better if you have something like Evolve Plus, to be honest. So Pommel Strike would definitely be a much safer choice here. But I'm going to take it. I'm going to gamble right now. I'm in a gambling mood. This is kind of, like I said before, one of the reasons why I like roguelike games so much is that it basically allows you to have fun by taking risks and seeing how well you do. Managed to get the feed off there. I think it's worth me taking 3 damage to have bash on because that vulnerable, the extra damage makes the fight so much quicker now. Double defend and strike. Like, he shuffled wounds into my deck that I could have immolated already. And this is just a generic blob, you know? It's a shame. Guardian is the boss for this floor, and the Guardian doesn't actually shuffle. He's the only Zone 1 boss who doesn't shuffle status cards into your deck, which is a bit frustrating. Yeah, like if I take Wild Strike here and upgrade it for 18 damage, I can then constantly use Immolate on the wounds, which should be quite nice, perhaps. Again, absolute gambling plays here. Really taking the piss slightly. Absolute liability that I am. I'm a madman, I'm a fiend. Here we go. So Wild Strike by itself will do 18. And then we can block. I would do 18 with these strike. I might just use a fire potion. Pardon me, to be honest. I can't really be bothered taking the damage. We just got one back anyway, so there you go. I think Shockwave is nice on Ascension, particularly. Allows you to apply loads of weak and vulnerable when you upgrade it, which I will hopefully at one point. Feed is actually not a bad little upgrade overall. Might try upgrading Feed now and then probably Bash next time, just to see if I can eke out a little extra max HP from this fight. So there we go. 10 to 10, 3 vulnerable and 3 weak. Oh, very unfortunate. I'm gonna have a turn of vulnerability that I can't really capitalize on in any way, shape, or form. Only one block here, but oh well. This guy's annoying. In fact, usually I can go for like a whole zone 1 without getting him, so this is quite annoying. And then just fire potion. I'm not taking all that damage, no way. Swift potion. I find blood for blood sometimes can be useful, and sometimes is a complete liability. I think right now these two are not great for me. And neither is dropkick really. I'm not a big fan of dropkick, if I'm being honest with you. Let's take this campfire. Upgrade the bash. Extra turn of vulnerable can pay dividends. Bronze scales. Whenever you take damage, you deal 3 back. Not bad. The damage does actually scale up from that quite a lot over time. You'd be surprised how much damage you're probably doing from that attack alone. Let's upgrade Shockwave Plus. That's a really nice 5 turns of weak and vulnerable. Then I'll take the question mark here and then probably... Well, I have to do the elite. Self-forming clay. Whenever you lose HP in combat, you gain 3 block the next turn. A bit awkward to play, but not like a terrible waste, shall we say. This is the wrong hand for me to try and start the fight on, so let's wait. Shockwave this turn. So next turn, I want to use Bash. So he'll have vulnerable for pretty much the whole fight. And that's a pretty nice way to start the fight. Sorry about that, my flatmate accidentally set off the fire alarm. It happens. No biggie. Hopefully that didn't deafen you for a brief second before I cut there. Ugh. This is a bad turn indeed. We don't have a very good deck for elites here. It's not great, unfortunately. I'm gonna have to just power through with the strikes and stuff and hope for the best. Like, I don't really need more bash now, do I? Let's get a wild strike out. Just a sort of feeble sentinel and then strike here. Because of self-forming clay, we are getting a little bit more block, which is quite nice. Alright, hopefully I can make feed happen quite soon. Immolate finally being useful. If we draw feed, it'll end the fight this turn. So I'm going to try and see if I get lucky with a swift potion. I did not. Welp. I'm going to take the risk here. That's a lot of damage to take just for one feed, I know. I'm crazy. I'm chimping out over here. Right, so let's see. I'm not really a big fan of Cleave when you can get something like Whirlwind, although Whirlwind is uncommon, so obviously you can't bank on it. I could do with more block cards, really. This deck is like kind of awkward at the moment. It's an awkward deck. I'm not very happy with it. Let's skip, shall we? There's a couple of things that I need to really make this deck pop off, and I haven't got them at the moment. So everything just feels a bit off. Deep Breath is a really nice card. It's like free card draw. You can't really say no to that. So I think I'll take that over the card removal just now. There are some grey cards that I quite like to take over just necessarily the removal, should I get the chance to take them. And anything that's like free draw tends to be one of them, especially if you're kind of relying on certain cards and not getting them enough. So I can make him change this turn, which I'll kind of... It's not a very good split, but I kind of have to do that. These guys don't count as minions though, so you can feed on them, which is good. I maybe should have used Deep Breath last turn just to make my discard pile go back into my hand, because like I knew that the rest of my deck wasn't going to be very useful there. So that was a bit of a misplay, because now I've had 2 turns where I haven't really done anything as a result. So if I Shockwave here, I actually get the feed on one of them and I reduce his damage with a weakness, which is nice. And then I don't really want to shuffle many of these cards back into my deck next turn. Here we go. I've played very aggressive, very aggressively so far. Sorry, I still have that fucking cough. Might need to be careful. So here's Clothesline and Ghostly Armor, which is quite unfortunate to get both at once. I do have Shockwave that's giving me a lot of weakness, so I think I'd rather have Ghostly Armor because I just don't have a lot of block overall. And I don't know if I can get away with this, to be honest. But let's upgrade True Breath, because True Breath will be something that I'll just use constantly. At 0 cost, it's 2 draw. What's the downside? Plus, this is the easiest Zone 1 boss for sure. This guy really isn't much to deal with. And let's use Ghostly Armor to keep it. That's the unfortunate downside of ethereal cards. You gotta keep using them if you want to keep them. But that Ghostly Armor though is 10 block for 1 energy, so chances are you're probably going to use it a lot anyway, thankfully. I'll take a little bit of extra damage for the 9 that I would get from that strike. Okay, so 16 this turn. I've only got 8, unfortunately. But it would be nice to put Bash on. If I go too slow in this fight, I lose anyway. So we gotta play quite aggressive. There's the block this turn. Nice little bit of Bronze Scales damage coming out. There's actually nothing in my discard pile to draw from. I'm gonna want to keep Bash on, so let's use it now. See if I get something. Okay, not really. Wild Strike maybe next turn though would be good. There we go. Like so. We're down to about half health. Keep the Ghostly Armor alive. Keep the Dream going. Defend. I can Immolate here. I'll take 3 damage, but it's quite a lot. And I exhaust a wound, which will be really nice. Playing it very risky now. Here's 12 damage. Immolate that wound again, though. I'm playing this incredibly risky. Just gotta defend here. That's 20 damage he's gonna do. I don't need bash as much as I did before. But there's not much else to play, is there, so... I just fall shy of the mode shift here, so I must use this poison potion, otherwise I would die for sure. Just as well. Just as well I had it, huh? Ghost up and wait for the 10 block. Okay, he's gonna do 16 this turn. So let's deep breath first of all. Draw 2 cards. If I immolate Sentinel, I gain 2 energy. But I kind of want to play the 3 blocks as it is. I think. I could kill him this turn. This would do 18. Let me think. Like, I could have bashed and Wild Strike there, but I would have taken 6. And if I wait patiently, I might get a feed off as well. So I think this is a better play to do. There we go. So now I can feed on him. I think that'll be better overall. 97 gold, energy potion, and let's see. I don't really have enough block to make Barricade that great. Impervious is a quite nice get out of jail free card. But Offering is just so useful overall that I'll take it. And I'll take the Black Blood here. So at the end of combat I heal 10 HP. Either that or maybe Pandora's Box. Because this deck isn't really doing very well at the moment. I do have some block cards. No, I'll take the Black Blood, I think. No, you know what? Let's gamble. So far, this has been totally about gambling. I'm going to continue that theme. Let's see. Carnage, Combust, Seeing Red, Pommel Strike, True Grit, Clash, ooh, Wild Strike, and Pummel. Might have just ended the run with that one, huh? We don't really have much block cards. And nothing like Fiend Fire or anything cool like that to reward us for exhausting a lot. Should we get something that helps us exhaust. So this is probably the most awkward deck that I've played in this game for some time. It's just a real shit show of random cards that are okay. I'm a bit worried that this is going to be a rather ill-fated run right now. We also have an unavoidable elite fight in Zone 2. That's great. The left path looks like it's perhaps the most safe. Although, actually, no, there's an elite flanked by 2. Oh, no. Oh, dear. No. Okay. So there's 3 campfires on the left. 4 even. There's only 1, 2, 3 if I go to the right. There's some question marks, so I could potentially have less fights overall, but I think I'll take the guaranteed campfires on the left more. And may God have mercy on us all, because this isn't looking great right now. I really need to keep this ghostly armor. I just have to end this turn. I have no idea how I would win this, to be honest, at the moment. It's just, everything is a mess. Let's get rid of that and then use Bash. So he's got 7 turns of Vulnerable, which is quite nice. And every turn I'm taking 1 HP damage, which gives me 3 block the next turn. That's why I used Combust there for sure. There's Pummel, I guess. Just get that out of the way. So I kind of have like a poor man's Metallicize here, which is kind of fun. I'm going to want to Offering, I think. Can Immolate this Dazed for some extra damage. Let's use Ghostly Armor and then Deep Breath. Carnage. And then I basically have to use True Grit here. I could do something like... So, ideally True Grit would just go for Sentinel right now. But I don't want to take the chance. Oh, well, there you go. Somehow managed to get up to full block there against all odds. Oh, we even have a feed. Let's go. Nice. Okay. Feel no pain. Whenever a card is exhausted, gain 4 blocks. So I'm actually exhausting a fair amount. And I think that'll work out. Being cursed is nasty, but we have quite a lot of ways to get rid of that. 85 gold for a relic, yes. Bag of Preparation. At the start of each combat, draw 2 additional cards. Not amazing, really, but hey, it's something. So let's start off with Shockwave. Let's Immolate the Sentinel here to get some energy back. And then maybe Feel No Pain and Ghostly Armor this turn. Again, I just want to keep it in my deck. A bit of damage, but not a whole lot. And the Self-Forming Clay is going to help. So if I use Combust here, then I get an Offering. Seeing Red for the extra energy. So I can now play Clash. Thankfully. Apparently Clash is Northern Lion's favorite card. I'm not a huge fan of it. So I was kind of surprised. 3 4s are 12. Let's get rid of Carnage. Pommel Strike. Ah, there's Regret. You always regret. You always regret it. Still. There we go. That's the end of that fight. Iron Wave, Shockwave, or oh my god, really? So the Automaton's going to be a problem for me because I need to get rid of his artifact. But I don't think a second Shockwave is necessarily the answer there. So I don't think I'll take any of these just now. I don't even know at this point. It's such chaos. So Rupture would work quite nicely with Combust. Also, we could also put a skill card into our initial hand, although I don't really know what I would necessarily want in my initial hand, apart from Shockwave, perhaps. I think Rupture. There's also Flame Barrier. You know that I love Flame Barrier. I always play it. We want to get rid of this Regret. So, am I going to play Kunai or Flame Barrier? Am I playing 3 attacks per turn frequently? Well, with the extra energy I'm getting here, sometimes yes. But I actually have quite a lot of 2-cost cards, so maybe not. So I might take Flame Barrier. And I think Rupture would synergize really nicely with Combust here. Because basically I gain 1 strength every turn in that case. So it's a bit like a poor man's demon form. I don't know how Flash of... I think Flash of Steel only gives you more damage when you upgrade it. So it's not really that great. A card. overall, if I'm being honest with you. It would have been nice if I had taken Kunai to have Flash of Steel. Maybe Whirlwind. Although I don't have a lot of energy. It's just that Whirlwind does synergize quite nicely with the strength upgrade. So let's... but I kind of need more block cards, don't I? But, okay. Let's take Whirlwind here. So that I have a bit of AoE on the go. Actually, quite a lot of HP for this elite, which kind of goes to show that even this random shit deck that I'm running at the moment, every dog has its day, huh? I need to upgrade True Grip. There's no way I can't upgrade that. Okay, Book of Stabbing. Not quite as good as Book of Mormon. There's Offering to begin with. He's going to do 7 times 2, which is 14. I would lose Carnage here if I don't use it. Although I would like to use Bash. And I think maybe the Energy Potion so I can use Carnage and Ghostly Armor, perhaps. Like, using an using potions on elites in Zone 2, I think is a fine use of them. Okay, so if I feel no pain and then Shockwave, that's at least some paltry form of block there. He's going to do 15 and I'll block about half of that. The nice thing about this guy is that he has a lot of multi-hit attacks, which will make self-forming clay proc repeatedly. That's like my one saving grace at the moment. Okay, that's Carnage. I haven't got Rupture on at the moment, so Combust isn't very attractive as an option, so I think I'll just go for the Ghostly Armor and block this turn. It's going to do 20 now. If I True Grit, I'll get 13 block actually. But if I Flame Barrier, I'll actually be doing 7 damage to him per hit, which is obviously quite a lot. I could just do dope. I could just do dope, to be honest. I could just do both, to be honest. Get rid of Whirlwind, perhaps. Get my block cards out. So Flame Barrier and these Bronze Scales is really making this fight a lot easier for me. I can't play Clash right now. Unless I get rid of Bash. Which might not actually be a terrible idea. But then if I play, well, Bash for 15 and Clash for 21, I'd have 36. He's going to do 25 to me. So I kind of want to get the block here. I won't really need this. Because I probably will kill next turn. Especially with all the damage he's doing to himself. There's Carnage. Goodbye. Unceasing Top. Whenever you have no cards in your hand, you draw a card. Don't know if that's going to see much play here. In all honesty. Flex isn't terrible, but I feel like... I do have a fair amount of card draw. You need to be careful with Flex. You know what I mean? If you're not drawing enough, then you're not going to be using it very often. It's only really good for multi-hit attacks in particular. That's when it really shines. And I only have... I have Whirlwind and Pummel, which exhausts itself, so I'll skip, I think. Again, we're doing surprisingly well here. I don't really know what the... What in the darn heck is going on? Pommel Strike might be nice for the 2 draw. Or, you know that I love to upgrade Flame Barrier. I'm a big fan of upgrading Flame Barrier. An extra 4 block, and you do an extra 2 damage back to every attack. Shovel, you can now dig for loot at rest sites. Unfortunately, we have a lot to upgrade here. Which makes that slightly less attractive an option. And there's loads here that I would quite like to upgrade. Not combust though, I'm just looking. You can make rupture cost 0 so that you're just constantly playing it. Whirlwind is a very nice upgrade. Makes it a more attractive attack for me to use. Pommel Strike is really good though for getting... for those turns where you just don't have the blocks that you need, but you do draw Pommel Strike. Alright, Lord Snecko, please be kind to me. In your name we pray, amen. Carnage is great here, but I think I want to do Shockwave to start off the fight. Something tells me I'm going to need that. And he doesn't really shuffle status cards into your deck, so I'm going to get rid of Immolate. This Immolate isn't really working out for me. It was a mistake overall, unfortunately. I've used it like once so far. So there's Combust. If I had used Rupture last turn, that would have been nice. Bash, free Seeing Red. Which I maybe didn't need actually, now that I think about it. And then double Wild Strike. Okay, so Offering basically is just draw 3 cards, lose 4 HP at the moment. That's Deep Breath. I do kind of want to just play this Flame Barrier, if I'm being honest with you. Yeah, I think I'll just do that. Play it safe. Plus, I did 9 damage there from the spikes damage that I have, so that's pretty nice. If I feel no pain this turn, I could True Grit. I probably would just True Grit Ghostly Armor. Or Wild Strike, perhaps. Or if I True Grit feed and then Ghostly Armor exhausts itself. Well, I'll gain what? 4 plus 9. I'll be 13. So I'll be up to 16. Yeah, let's do this. Sorry, feed. Didn't work out. Okay, Combust and Rupture this turn. I can do. Although if I do this, it would be, what, 21 damage I would do? So he would basically die next turn. It's about as good as I can do. And then, like, regardless of what I play here, he's dead. 10 gold, weakness, and what have we got? Armaments Plus might be nice because there's loads of cards here that I haven't got upgraded. But so would Burning Pact. Armaments Plus is already upgraded for me though, which is quite nice. Maybe Burning Pact actually here, because it'll help thin the deck out as well, because there's loads of cards here that like are kind of a bit awkward to use together. Okay, so let's Rupture and Combust to start off with, and an Offering. So I already get a strength upgrade here as well, which is nice. Seeing Red. Flame Barrier for 16. Ghostly Armor, so I have full block now. And then let's just pummel this turn. Well, mind you, if I wait, I can get more strength as the fight goes on. So if I draw pummel again later on, actually that'll be really nice. That might work out, because I've set up the poor man's demon form here combo where I'm taking damage every turn. And I've got Rupture on the go, which is good. Good indeed. Deep Breath, and then Burning Pact. The Sentinel for extra energy. Shockwave Plus is great. I actually should have maybe done Feel No Pain first there. That was a misplay. So he's going to do 18. And just True Grit this wound away. Bit overkill as well, because like Carnage is going to get rid of itself as it is. But oh well. I'm actually doing tons of damage here from just like combust and spikes. Now there's Feed. Feed would do 22 damage, which is extremely frustrating. If I bash for 13 and then Feed, I think I'll have lethal. And a little bit more HP, which is good. Battle Trance as well, so I'm just drawing tons of cards and having like loads of options every turn. It's kind of the name of the game here, which is good. Rupture. Offering, so I'm hurting myself, getting the strength, and I'm drawing more. Go for Seeing Red for more energy. Deep breath. Shockwave. Battle Trance. What a turn. They're going to do what, 16? I've already nearly got that block-wise. If I use Combust here. And then if I True Grit Clash, I don't like Clash for this deck, I'm drawing too much. So I can get rid of it and I'll have the extra block. I think I prefer that right now. And now I'm getting 2 strength a turn from all of these lose HP effects, which is kind of wild. Let's immolate the Sentinel. I think here. Well, we might as well draw first. Well, there's Burning Pact, so we can exhaust the Sentinel. And draw cards as well, and get more energy. Into Battle Trance. So what, they're going to do 16 again this turn. So if we Carnage on him, Deep Breath, which is kind of ridiculous. Oh, it doesn't work, of course, because we Battle Tranced earlier. Never mind. 6 4s are 24, so he would die this turn. With that pummel. We have enough block for her. Very nice. Unfortunately, I'm probably going to have to heal here for the boss, but I have quite a lot of max HP now, which is really nice. I'd love to get a Feed out on her, which I think I can do. Here we go. Thank you, Vulnerable. Explosive Potion, and let's see. Havoc would be quite nice, although we don't know exactly what we're going to play with it, which can be an issue. Berserk, weirdly enough, if we lose loads of HP, I've got a very power heavy deck here. If I get the Awakened one in Zone 3, I am boned, my friends. Combust, Rupture. Maybe. Actually, let's Battle Trance first. Yeah, Combust and Rupture combo. And then I'm going to True Grit. This Clash is useless for me. I really don't want to play it. It's too difficult. I'm drawing too many random cards every turn. This bird's going to kill itself, luckily. Here's the Offering. Oh, we can immolate this Dazed card for a nice bonus. I don't really need to Seeing Red this turn. But if I can Bash and Wild Strike, I get... Well, maybe... No, Bash and Wild Strike. Let's keep the fight quick. I actually think I had Feed there. Because he had Vulnerable, and if I had used Explosive Potion, I could have fed on him. Shit. Oh no, Misplays. There we go, just get rid of him. I think I was on tilt a little bit there. I can even go on tilt in a game like this sometimes, as pathetic as that is. I want to rest. I don't want to take the chance. And I don't want to take any more cards really at the moment. Although Twin Strike would work well if I ended up getting that combo with the strengths. Do I want to do that actually? Things are weirdly working out right now. So let's not. I don't know why they're working out, but they are. It's offering. There's Rupture. Maybe it would be nice to get Berserk out of the way. Ghostly Armor. Bash, I guess. I want to try and get a lot of my power cards out here, because that's kind of how this deck is working. I really could be doing withdrawing some more cards this turn. And I doubt I'll use Immolate very frequently. Into Battle Trance, there we go. That's 16 plus 8 is 24. It would have actually been better perhaps to just exhaust the Carnage because I can't play it now. It won't work out. I can just True Grit it. Unfortunate to lose Carnage like that. It's really nasty. Feel No Pain is one that I really need. There's Combust. This is a very useless turn for me, unfortunately. Actually, would have been better to True Grit the Clash there, because obviously I'm having issues playing that as it is. So I could Whirlwind here for 24 on the Mull, but I don't really have much block, which is obviously an issue. So I think I'll take this potion. And I don't have Feel No Pain, which is a big issue. I really want to get rid of this orb, so I'm actually going to concentrate my attacks on him. Like so. I got Feel No Pain next turn, which is good because I really need that in this deck. It's kind of integral for me actually being able to do anything. Let's Burning Pact this Sentinel. And Battle Trance. Okay, so we can't draw any more cards here. We have the block that we need. I want to get rid of his artifact ASAP. I mean, I could Shockwave, but it's a terrible waste, isn't it? I just don't really have a choice, though, because he's probably going to do his big attack after this. So I could use, like, my weakness potion after I use Shockwave so that he has it on him. It's such a waste, though, isn't it? It's a real shame. But I really don't want to have to contend with a full power. Oh, I even get Bash next turn to rub it in. No. I know that it's going to hurt me a lot if I don't get rid of it. I know it. I'm a little bit worried about the amount of wounds that I've put into my deck, so I'm maybe going to just use a Pommel Strike here. So he's going to do 58 here. I weaken him like so. It's down to 43, which still isn't great. It's a free draw 2 there. Battle Trance. Burning Pact again. Wow. Can't really use it though, can we? So I could Flame Barrier here for 16. Or I could True Grit for 9 plus 4. So 13. I'll go for the Flame Barrier because you do so much more. He's already got block though, hasn't he? If I True Grit here, I could get rid of Clash. And then I could Burning Pact perhaps something else. Oh, Jesus. Trying to get 5 minutes peace in this bloody house is a fucking nightmare lately. What's he got again? Ghostly Armor. So if I killed him, I'd get 10 block from the Ghostly Armor. Nah, I want more than that, don't I? So that'd be 17 block from playing True Grit and Burning Pact, as opposed to 16 from the Flame Barrier. So I'm gonna do that. I think getting rid of one of these Wild Strikes will be okay. Because I don't want to have that many wounds in my deck overall. Again, drawing tons of cards every turn. My deck is actually very thin now. I've exhausted so much. So I want to bash on the big guy. Wild Strike, and then I have to play the Ghostly Armor this turn. I don't want to lose it. Like, look how thin this deck is now. I'm basically drawing my entire deck every single turn over and over. Which is kind of wild when you think about it. Oh, I can't draw anymore this turn, and I don't have the one thing that I really want, which is Flame Barrier. But we can Burning Pact this wound here. Actually, it would have been nice to keep the other Wild Strike, because then it gives me something to exhaust over and over. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make it now. I'm running out of weakness. I've just drawn all of my bloody defense cards in one turn, which is just not ideal at all. But as per usual, I'm like drawing my entire deck every turn, which is just crazy again. This is so weird. This is such a weird deck. I'm kind of enjoying it though. It's an interesting challenge. So he's gonna do 40 here. Flame Barrier and Ghostly Armor. Almost. Getting there. I'm just not really doing enough damage to him. Overall. So let's bash and then Whirlwind, I guess, here. Or we're gonna have to Ghostly Armor and then Whirlwind. If I win this fight, it would be a small miracle at this point. I have to Burning Pact here to have any chance of having enough block. And to draw the cards that I need. Let's see, how much damage can I do? Not enough. That's like 31, 28. It's like 59. Hang on a minute. I might have enough to kill him this turn. There we go, and then I feed, and that's it. Wow. Wow. Of all the decks to go the distance. Dark Embrace would be really nice to just keep comboing here. And Tiny House, which has been upgraded, so it actually upgrades one of your random cards. What? It upgrades one of your cards randomly. Sorry, like adrenaline high from that fight. But Mark of Pain for the extra energy would be really nice here. You start combat with 2 wounds, but you can just exhaust those. Okay, so thankfully it's not the Awakened one, which is probably the only time I'll say that in this Ascension series. So we can play our powers with impunity here. It is Shapes. I find Shapes quite difficult. I'm not really sure if this deck has the ability to handle it, but we shall see. Something that can apply weakness over and over might be nice. Because Shockwave is a very kind of one and done deal, obviously. So let's feel no pain here because we get some extra block from the Exhaustive Offering. Dark Embrace is something I'd like to upgrade, I think. I actually don't really think Dark Embrace was a good choice here because I don't really need much more draw now, do I? But who knows, might come in useful in the long run. Let's Wild Strike this boy over here. So hopefully I can climb up without too much trouble. Combust is nice because it does like passive damage, so as long as you don't accidentally blow yourself up, which is an issue. It does quite a lot of damage to the spikes just passively. Not drawing any defense cards is nasty here, but look at this. Rupture, Deep Breath, Battle Trance. Here we go, baby, here we go. And all the exhaust is giving me some defense. Burning Pact, perhaps, just to get rid of a wound. I want to blow this guy up. Or I could do quite a lot of damage with Carnage as well. Yeah, I think that might be quite nice overall. Explodey Boy's annoying, I know, but I might be able to get rid of him this turn. I don't want this Berserk, so get rid of it. Pommel Strike you, because I need to draw. Flame Barrier. Okay, so they're both going to explode this turn, which is actually really nasty for me. This hasn't worked out properly at all. Let's try and explode you for the feed. Oh, God. I mean, I guess if I exhaust here, I'll get... Wait, did he not blow up there? Have they changed that? He should have done tons of damage to me, surely. So here's the Clothesline Plus. Like I said, I think I need something that could apply weakness over and over, because these shapes hit hard. Do I want to lose Combust? Not really. Because Combust synergizes really nicely with Self-Forming Clay, and also with... whatchamacallit? Where is it? Rupture. There we go. So maybe lose a Wild Strike here. It's quite a lot to lose damage-wise. I have 2 of them, right? Yeah, so... What I really wanted to get rid of was Clash there. I'm just not using Clash at all. It's a nightmare. I'd like to berserk early, offering. Using the Dark Embrace so that every time I exhaust a card, I'm also drawing a card now. And there's the setup. Yeah, let's get a big shockwave out this turn. Big shockwave. Big shockwave. Very nice indeed. This is what I love about this game. I looked at this deck to begin with and I just thought, what a pile of shit. And now it's kind of weirdly working. Kind of. I could see myself just not being able to use this feed very well. It would be nice to feed on the Flame Bruiser though. So I guess we should just go for the block here. See if I can just get lucky, but I don't know, feed is getting a little bit annoying to play. Just with the way things are going. So Immolate for one of the burns here is really nice. I want to use Carnage. I want to keep Carnage. And I'm going to have to get rid of this guy because he's going to block for 25. It'd be ridiculous to take that right now. There's the Rupture finally. Bit late, unfortunately. Exhaust that burn. Go for the Ghostly Armor and into Palm. Oh, I can Clash right now. I Clash and Pommel. He's so close to death that actually I might have lethal next turn. I didn't get to use feet there, as I somewhat predicted. Immolate this wound. Also allows us to draw another card. Battle Trance. And then Carnage. There we go. Very nice. 18 gold. Another Dexterity Potion. Those would be great for the final boss. And I'll skip these. I kind of don't really want to fight a lot here. I don't think I want to do this combat. Actually, you know what? You always get a rare relic from this combat. And I have a fairly okay way of getting rid of the thorns in this deck, weirdly enough. Oh, I should have used Rupture first there, because I hurt myself. That was silly. Okay, well, I need to Flame Barrier here. I don't need to Flame Barrier. I could Ghostly Armor, actually. Right, so Battle Trance. So Shockwave is a nice thing to apply early. And then the Immolate would be nice, but I think I'll go for Carnage because it's so much damage. Get to keep it. Quite a lot of my setup cards didn't get drawn that turn, which is a shame. If I Dark Embrace and I True Grit the Sentinel, I get to draw a lot and I get some energy back, which is nice. So he's already got Vulnerable. I want to maybe apply Weakness. Well, he's already got Weakness as well, actually. So let's keep him weak. And I can also Clash here. So he's actually getting close to death, which is really nice. Took a bit of damage there, but Self-Forming Clay is coming in. This is going to be a really painful turn. I don't want to use Seeing Red for the excess energy, even though it would give me 4 block, perhaps. Actually, let's do it, because I'll draw a card as well. Well, that's just unfortunate. Bad RNG. Nothing to do about that. He should die this turn. Especially if I use Feed on him. Like so. Very nice. Clothesline, perhaps? Because Pummel is going to make me take an absolute boatload of damage, so... Actually, we'll hit this one because he's about to buff, and then I'll just True Grit a burn away, because the burns are nasty. Oh shit, there's Carnage. Oh well. I am doing 4 damage to each of them each turn, which is very nice because of Combust. Let's Flame Barrier first. And we can Deep Breath, I guess. Doesn't really do anything. Clash is not usable yet. Let's Immolate. Will this make me take 18 damage? It did, okay, but he died anyway, so not bad. And if I bash now... Actually, if I Wild Strike now, he dies. I'm just going to do that. Magic Flower. Healing is 50% more effective during combat. That's not really... That was probably the worst relic I could have gotten for my current situation. I'm just not healing. It's very unfortunate. I might not want to play Combust just yet. We'll see. So losing Carnage is again a real shame. Although I would get 4 block from it. So it might be okay to just let it go, to be honest. Do that. That sets me up really nicely. And then, you know what, I'll use Combust, I think. Actually, Berserk might be better because I'm quite close to half HP anyway. So I start getting an extra energy. There's Rupture, unfortunately. This is a bad hand. I'm gonna draw. Okay. So let's Ghostly Armor first. And maybe Rupture. Then Offering for the strength boost. I can't draw anymore this turn because of Battle Trance, unfortunately. But I do have... They're going to do, let's see... 24, I believe, this turn? Yes, 24 this turn. So... I could do this. I believe this Whirlwind will do 9 to the guy in the middle. There we go. Not great, because obviously he's going to come back, and the other ones have like loads of HP. But there's not much I can do about it. I can't draw anymore this turn, because I don't have Dark Embrace on. That's a real shame. I'll just have to block, I guess. Can't even use Seeing Red and then get the Clash going either. Terrible! These guys are making a chump out of me. Now we can Dark Embrace, I guess. If I Pommel Strike and then feed here... Oh, I just don't have enough. That's really annoying. I just Ghostly Armor. And Wild Strike you. I have quite a lot of wounds now. Oh, I really wish I had had enough there to use the feed. Because these guys don't count as minions, right? So you can just keep feeding on them. Which is kind of wild, actually. Oh, I can't believe this turn sucks so bad. So I could do 45 to the guy at the end. I would kill this one in the middle and this one probably. In fact... Well, there you go. That's one way of completing the fight. Holy shit. Disarm isn't really strong enough to keep up with the shapes. Unfortunately. What do you think, folks? Do you think I should just go for a cheeky dig here? Let's go for a cheeky dig. Yeah. Oh my god, what a terrible relic to get. In Zone 3, halfway through Zone 3 to get Singing Bowl. The game hates me. Okay, so Apotheosis is great because most of my shit isn't upgraded. Apotheosis is mwah, chef kiss right now. And I think getting rid of... I have actually used Clash a few times, but it's just so difficult. It's just a dead draw really for me now. And I think an extra Feel No Pain would be quite nice. But it is a bit slow. Let's try it. Okay. Once again. I'm going to take a... Should I take a dig? Yes, I'm going to dig once more. Okay, Warpaint has upgraded Apotheosis and Seeing Red, which is actually excellent. For what I want to do here. Lose 3 gold to gain a relic that gets rid of 2 artifacts right at the beginning of the fight. Don't mind if I do. Thank you. I actually think I'll take the heal again here. Because Writhe is annoying, but I can't exhaust it very easily. And I have loads of HP. Just absolutely boatloads of the stuff. Okay, whenever you enter a rest site, you start the next combat with 2 energy. I'm going to have loads of energy at the start. Which is a bit wild. Combust and Rupture combo. Feel No Pain as well. Now I can Shockwave and Bash this turn. Which is nice. Not a bad way to start, huh? We have to be careful though, because these aren't spiky boys, these are explodey boys. So Combust can kind of accidentally make a big accident happen if you're not careful. You gotta be careful with that one. Alright, we got a feed off there, as if I needed more feeding. I'm already full of my own opulence. This character's opulence right now. Absolute boatload of health though. Which is very nice. Let's emulate this Writhe. There's Whirlwind. Don't really know about that though, to be honest. We Apotheosis. Okay, let me think about this one. Because if I Flame Barrier into a Whirlwind, I think I get lethal on everything. And I wouldn't really take a lot of damage, if any. There we go. So they've made it if you kill those Explodey boys now, they don't actually deal the damage to you. I've noticed. Which is a big nerf. That's a really big nerf to Zone 3. Like, I actually can't quite believe that. Do I want Thunderclap to constantly apply vulnerable? I do have Bash, to be honest. I'll take them 2 max HP at this point. What's this? Bag of Marbles, start of each combat, apply 1 vulnerable. So, I'm going to apply a vulnerable and a weakness at the start of combat. So they're actually going to lose their artifact immediately. Now, the question is, do I want the 20 odd HP? Or do I want Dark Embrace to cost 1 energy? I think the answer is, let's rest. And I'll gain another 2 max HP for that. This is ridiculous! I'm so healthy! That was a really nice turn 1 there. Just deep breath. Feel no pain and rupture. If we Burning Pack the Writhe, we already have gotten rid of it. Berserk. So I've basically played most of my powers immediately, which is really nice. I actually should have drank these potions immediately. I might just let Carnage go, unfortunately. Bash. It's 27 damage though. And he's gonna do what, 24? So I could do this. I don't want a True Great Flame Barrier Plus, are you kidding me? That's insane. And really nice, whenever he shuffles dazed cards into my deck, they kind of benefit me because of Feel No Pain ×2. That's very nice for me. Oh, there's the Shockwave! For the weakness, thank you. I won't Battle Trance this turn because I want to use Ghostly Armor, and I don't want to draw more if I can help it. It's a bit of a waste, right? So here's Apotheosis. Pommel Strike you. Combust. So now I've got my full combo on the go. And let's pummel here. Not a full block, but you know, I'm getting there now. I'm beginning to build up the strength and stuff. I just need to take out this donut very quickly. If we True Grit the Sentinel this turn, we go up to 6 energy. And he's only going to do 26 this turn. So I think I'll Ghostly Armor to keep it, and then Whirlwind. Because that's so much damage on both of them. I want to keep that going. Oh, so much! Ugh! Just kind of drives me crazy that he buffs their strength so quickly, you know? Try Carnage here for 43. And then Wild Strike for 30. I just would be shy. Actually, I would explode on him and he'd die. Excellent, 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 excellent. Wow, I can't believe how easy a time I'm having of the shapes right now. This is brilliant. Can all my runs go like this, please? Alright, don't get too cocky now, Sinow. Come on. I know you think you've just hit the slam dunk here, but you've almost finished fights and then lost them at the last minute before, so come on. Let's not get crazy. Burning Pact. Get rid of this wound. Give me some attacks, will you? Alright, let's go for Bash, because he's so close to death now. Let's get the vulnerable. We're gonna draw a shit zillion cards, I believe is the terminology I'll use here. $48. Exhaustive wound. And he's dead. Emily actually came through there right at the end, huh? Oh, that felt good. What a weird deck that was. Pandora's box actually really worked out there. Yeah? Yeah? I love this game. I love it. It's just such a good game. Ascension mode, level 7 unlocked. And I feel like I deserve that for playing with a really weird combo deck kind of thing. Another run in the bag, baby. Too easy. I'm getting all cocky now because I've won a lot in a row. Watch, next video I'm just gonna be like, why? God, what a strange deck. But that's what I love about this game. Sometimes even the really strange combos can come through for you. That's been me doing another Ascension mode run. My name is Sinow. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Slay the Spire, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.